素晴らしき世界に今日も乾杯街に飛び交う笑い声も見て見ぬふりしてるだけの作りもんさ気が触れそうだ
Turtles did turtles get hacked? I don't know if you made the channel now.
Turtles got hacked. Minecraft YouTuber at Turtles. He got hacked.
Okay, this has got to be the scariest thing I've ever experienced since I started my YouTube channel. Now, before I start anything, I would like to put out a few, just disclaimers in case you guys just want the too long, the too long to read or whatever it's called. I don't know. TLDR, yes. I got my account back. We're good. I'm safe. And, the channel's back. I apologize for all the videos and my long absence from YouTube. And I'm going to be getting everything back on track very soon. And I'm going to be talking about a lot of that this video. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. But the shorter answer is we're good now. And if that's all you wanted to know, you can click off the video. Next up, I would like to say that starting this week, I'm going to be uploading every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. EST, and you can count on that as we're going to be pushing for 100,000 subscribers as fast as possible. Well, while we're here, let's get started. So what essentially happened? In the last, 24 hours, I have gone through the most scary phase of my channel's... Oh, wait, you didn't fall? The most scary phase of my channel's life ever. Not only did I lose complete access to my Google accounts, but all my videos were completely vulnerable and, I could have lost everything at any moment. But essentially, what happened was I was looking through my business email and I got a sponsorship email for a horror game. I'll put a tweet on screen kind of, further explaining it because I made a full thread about it when I was trying to get in contact with YouTube and everything worked out in the end. But essentially, I clicked on it thinking, okay, I wanted to see what this horror game's about. But turns out, there was a Dropbox link and I'm an idiot, right? So I went and clicked that Dropbox link, and instead of there being a contract for the sponsorship, it was a rat that took over my PC and I lost complete access to my YouTube channel. Now, I'm very lucky that they only took the singular email from my YouTube channel. I originally thought that it was all my emails, but turns out that wasn't the case, which I'm very thankful of, because if that was the case, it would be an even worse scenario than it is right now. But essentially what happened was they got complete access to my email. Let me just give you the rundown. I was, looking through my emails this morning, or rather yesterday morning before I went to bed, and then I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool. This looks interesting. This game called Knocked Him on Steam. Now, don't get me wrong. This game could probably be very cool, right? But the company that did contact me wasn't the legit company for the horror game. So the horror game is real. Yes, Knocked Him on Steam. You should go check it out. It looks pretty fun. But the actual company who made the game was being impersonated. And take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, this isn't going to be the scenario in most cases with horror games. If you see a game you like on Steam, feel free to download it. There's nothing wrong with that. But this seemed like a very, very good offer on my end. I got to try a new game with my friends, and the pay seemed pretty nice. And undeniably, I don't do YouTube specifically for the money. I do it because I'm bored and I wanted to have some fun. But, money's always a nice thing, and that's always a big motivator factor or motivational aspect of sponsorships. How they're gonna get their point across. You want someone to sponsor you, you're gonna have to give them a good sum of money, you know what I mean? Now, I'm no big YouTuber, I'm no really crazy big, but I do have a decent sized following, and I was very oblivious when going into this because I've only done one sponsorship in the past, and that went really smoothly. It was with this company called World of Tanks, right? Well, now, I was like, okay, maybe we can try another one. This might be a good way for me to get some motivation to kickstart back into YouTube, and I'll explain where all my motivation did come from at the end of this video if you want to stay tuned. What did the fudge, bro? I ran out of blocks. This is tragic. Okay, but essentially I'm going to be playing some bridge because I feel like it's a lot more easy for me to commentate about a serious topic in this scenario. Now, what happened was I lost everything, and I came home from getting my braces off, actually. At least that's a plus. I got my braces off, but... Anyways, I might actually do some facecam videos in the future now that I got my braces off. Anyways. Basically, before I get off topic even more, I came back home and I was signed out of every single email on my computer. Now, thankfully, I was able to enable 2FA for every single email and turn off, wait, turn off what? I was able to change the passwords for everything in those videos and on those emails. I was just able to fix everything, right? But what happened with my main email, the hackers basically figured out which email it was, and with that, they changed the password, they added their own 2FA, changed the recovery phone number, changed the recovery email. So my recovery phone number and email for my main channel, obviously I had 2FA on, obviously I'm not dumb, it's my main YouTube channel. I put a lot of work into this and I'm not just gonna let it get lost with one password reset. But essentially, alright, with this, since it changed the main phone number and everything, I lost complete access. It was really scary. So I tried doing the, forgot password, and then my recovery was gone for everything. It was a bunch of random phone numbers, and it was probably the scariest moment on all my YouTube career. But this is when I decided, you know what? I know YouTube's got my back. They've done it before. My friend Speed Toggled got hacked in the exact same way, and I don't know how I didn't learn from this video, but I'm gonna try and like very much emphasize on one fact here. If it's a sponsorship, make sure to do your research on the company beforehand, because that isn't what I did, and I didn't realize the email was fake until after. And it's really like ironic because this company in specific called Dreamtail made a tweet about saying that there's people impersonating them, and I didn't like do my research after the file, you know, was being weird, because I tried opening the contract and I got an error, right? And I was like, okay, I guess it's on my end. I didn't think much of it, and then yeah, it just all went downhill. But essentially, there goes my email, there goes everything. But instead of thinking about it like this, my friend Cheetah, Logan, however you see it, he helped me see things in a much better light. Because if you think about it this way, yeah, it really does suck. I'd much rather not have my YouTube channel hacked, but stressing about it wasn't gonna get me anywhere. So I decided what I was gonna do. I was gonna see the positive effects of this, and I was gonna, you know, I was gonna turn this into a better situation than a worse situation. Now, obviously, Turtles, how can you think of a good situation out of, you know, getting your channel hacked? Now, in the nicest way possible, I got a video idea. Like, I don't want to make it sound like everything revolves around YouTube, but, you know, it got hacked, but at least I have something to talk about for a video since I was struggling. And I decided to tell my Discord server, and I decided to have a good laugh about it on Twitter because, you know, in the end, if you get your channel hacked, alright, I think my scenario was probably the funniest possible. As you probably saw from the intro clip, I was getting a bunch of different, you know, V-Bucks scams, Fortnite hacks, Premiere Pro, Photoshop, everything. It's just all freaking, it's just all getting posted. It's not me, alright? I'll just say that much. Yeah, you know, the guy was way more consistent than I'll ever be. 10 uploads in a day, like that's mad. But, you know, that wasn't me. It was really funny though, I gotta say, like, some of the videos were so obviously not me that I wish he had comments on. Because what this company did, I will say they're a Russian company, and what they didn't take into account was that if they were trying to get my, like, subscribers to click on links, I know none of you guys would click on the links because I warned you guys on all the other platforms that I could, and if you did click on a link, I'm, like, sincerely sorry because it wasn't my intention, obviously. But basically, since these guys are Russian, they didn't take into account that you guys don't speak Russian, so everything just looks so fake. It was so funny. But basically, how I found out was I got home and my friend Gator, right, he messaged me on Twitter and he was like, yeah, so this video ain't you, right? And I was like, wait, what? So I go to my channel and I'm like dying laughing because I'm gonna be real with you, I should have been panicking at first, but the first thing I did was laugh my like freaking head off, dude, because Photoshop crack free, like it's the funniest thing ever. And then they uploaded a Fortnite one, bro, a Fortnite aimbot one. And the worst part is I watched the video, right, and this guy was missing shots with aimbot. Like, hello? Yeah, they were some of the worst hackers ever. But I will say this, they did a very thorough job, but not something that YouTube couldn't fix. So I contacted Team YouTube on Twitter. My tweet got a lot of traction thanks to you guys, and since I got a bunch of retweets and support from different creators, which I thank you all, I'll put a lot of your names on screen. In specific, Specular Potato and Gator, and even more in specific, my friend Ben B Gamer. He had the same situation happen to him, and he told me everything was gonna be alright, and he told me the entire process that I would have to regain access to my channel, and he was right. It's the exact process. I got a message from Team YouTube on Twitter, I got a DM, and they gave me a form, and all I had to do was prove that I owned the channel. It was quite obvious that my channel got compromised because the content was completely different than what it was originally, and I had to just provide a bunch of URLs, and I had to provide the account creation date, and I had to provide what day I uploaded my last video and what it was about. I just had to give all the proof I know. And it was pretty easy for me because I did have a lot of stuff written down in a doc, because what happens is I have like this like place in like a Discord server where I just write down like everything about all my uploads in a scenario when this would happen. And I could just copy and paste a whole lot of it because I had a feeling this would happen one day, because I know I'm like the most oblivious person ever, and it was definitely gonna happen because I am pretty stupid. Not academically, but you know, in this scenario, I wasn't on the smarter side of things. But yeah, another thing I would like to point out is that not only was it the funniest thing ever, but so many good memes were made out of this, dude. Like, you're just vibing and then you see Turtles uploaded Photoshop crack free 2022. Like, is that not the funniest thing ever? You probably, I know like a lot of you guys really did care, and I want to get to that in a second, why I really appreciate that. But you gotta admit, I know some of you did find it funny, and I think it's more important to see the positive side of things as opposed to the negative side, especially inside a situation where my whole like last 2 years of work is on the line. But yeah, don't worry, I got everything back. We're good to go. And I knew I'd be fine because YouTube support is really good about this stuff, and I'll say that much. Like, lots of people trash on YouTube support when it comes to like copyright strikes and stuff, but when it comes to regaining access to your channel, they always put you as the #1 priority, and it's like just really great. It's really nice to see some appreciation from YouTube's end, especially since this is my first scenario where my channel's gotten hacked or like ever tampered with. But yeah, now I have an extra recovery email, an extra recovery phone number, I have full 2FA setup, and I'm gonna use Virus Toto from now on whenever I click on a link. Another downside though is that since my computer got routed, I did have to completely factory reset everything, so my recording settings could be really bad right now. But as far as I know, I just have to re-download Photoshop and re-download Premiere, and it'll be okay. I didn't have too much installed in the first place. Like, my PC was pretty empty in opposed to most people. It was just a whole lot of recordings and a whole lot of just music and like MP3 files for videos. But this is where I want to get to the number one thing I wanted to talk about in this video, and motivation. All right, now not only before I was hacked was I like incredibly inconsistent when it comes to uploads. I was putting effort into uploading, but you could tell I wasn't enjoying what I was making when I was uploading them, and that's what did kind of like bother me a lot, because it just became me forcing myself to upload, But what I will say is that this video right here, I have a complete smile on my face for one reason in particular, and it's all the support I was shown. I was under the impression that after my big absence, because originally I burnt myself out. As you guys may know, I used to have probably one of the most consistent upload schedules in all the Bedwars community. I used to upload almost daily. I used to stream every other day and upload every other day, and I used to constantly upload, and it was so great, and so many new subscribers, so many new viewers, you guys were loving it. And then I just randomly vanished for like 2 months, 3 months, and now eventually it's like an upload every 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know, man. It's really frustrating to see how far I've fallen down when it comes to consistency, and not like view-wise. I wouldn't say my channel is dead even. I think you guys still show the same support that you used to show, but I'm not being very fair with you guys. And one thing I would like to say is that before this, I was under the impression that, oh, I'm not gonna upload because I don't want to. It's not that I didn't want to upload. I was in fear of like numbers is one of the big things that became a demotivating factor. After like I took my absence, my channel really suffered from it in opposed to all the algorithm boosts I was getting before. And not just that, but I was under the impression that everyone disliked me now because I took so long, and that's just because of like, okay, how do I put this? It's always the one hate comment that'll stand out in opposed to all the positive comments, and that's what this hacking situation really showed me, is that who cares, man? Like, you're gonna say something? Say it to my face. You won't. You're just behind a screen because you failed your math test or something. Like, hello? All the support you guys showed me in the comments. Over 300 new comments of people saying, Turtles, I'm worried about you. I hope you're okay. Good luck on getting your channel back. It made me so happy to see how many of you noticed when my channel was hacked, and opposed to the amount of people who just unsubscribed because they saw like a Photoshop scam. And it made me really happy, especially with the support that I saw in the stream today. All of you seemed so glad, and it like really showed me that my content meant a lot to you guys. Then I'd like to thank my friend Specular Potato, which I probably already mentioned earlier, but he made a really nice video about me on his channel, informing you guys, and he said some really nice things about me, which I really appreciate. And I know you're watching this, Potato. I know you are, so thank you, man. You're a really good friend of mine, and you have been since I started. And to repay the rest of you guys, I'm gonna be announcing a bunch of stuff in this video. You can be expecting videos every Tuesday and Thursday, as I said in the intro, and not just that, but I'm going to be starting a new podcast series on my Twitch, where I take 2 of your favorite YouTubers every video, or 2 people you suggest, and we just talk it out, and I upload it as an edited version to the YouTube channel. Now, if you guys like my videos for the commentary, or if you like my commentary-based Bed Wars videos, I think you're really going to like this, because it's not only me talking about my opinion on something, whether it be the block clutching community, the drag clicking community, the keyboard building community. Oh wow, I just got outplayed. But whatever side of Minecraft I decide to introduce to this podcast, it's going to be so great. We're going to call it the Turkcast, and it's going to be available on Spotify and such, and I'm going to get work to it right away. I know I've had lots of video ideas that I said I'm going to be posting, and I'll probably be making a second channel for those, because I want to take my content in a completely different direction from now on, because I think this is where I'm going to have the most fun, when it's just talking to my friends and letting you guys watch it with me. You guys are going to be able to tune in with all the videos, and I don't know if you've ever watched a podcast before, but it's going to be very consistent, and you're going to be able to listen to it in your car from Spotify or whatever. And I'm going to be trying to expand my brand to a bunch of different platforms. I'm going to be getting new branding and stuff for it too. The channel name is going to remain as Turtles, but it's going to be a whole new series, and I'm going to have the occasional commentary video here and there. I'm really excited to share it with you guys though, and on the first episode, I'll give you a hint, we're going to have Montclair Bear in it. So that should be streamed either on Thursday or maybe even tonight. I doubt tonight though. So expect it Thursday, as this video is coming out on Wednesday, and I'm going to be starting the every Tuesday and Thursday starting next week. But yeah, thank you guys so much for showing so much support during the hacking situation. It like blew me away to see how nice you were all being and how much you all care about me. And I can assure you, I'll never let anything like this happen ever again. All my videos have been really, what's the word? They've been very lazy recently, undeniably, and it seems like I've put no thought into the videos. I just go there and talk my head off, and then I just upload it. But I'm going to be putting some thorough time into editing this, not as if like the video is highly edited, but because I'm going to be taking the time to actually put in the screenshots and add music at good times and stuff. I don't know. I'm going to slowly be putting more and more effort into my videos, and I hope it like shows. Oh yeah, also if anyone was wondering, no, the videos weren't monetized. They were all demonetized. And when I logged into YouTube, I had like a warning for my freaking copyright strike thing, because these guys, like the hackers, they just take a bunch of videos that they already had filmed and just upload it to all the channels they've gotten hacked to try and take over as many PCs as possible. Anyways, use Virus Turtle for everything. That's the moral of the story. And also, if you see Turtles uploading a Fortnite video, there's only a 50% chance it's not him. Don't you hate it when your Galper just doesn't eat? Yeah, me too. Booyah, kacha. Bye bye.